we're definitely excited about these games. It'll be a sort of a good test where we're at, and obviously just good to get away and stop after beating up on each other for a few weeks. It'll be good to play some good opposition.
You guys have got a great recent record at the pre-season tournament. Is it sort of a team goal to make an early statement to the rest of the league?
Oh, look, I think it's just a good indicator of where you're at. So obviously in the previous years, we've brought a lot of guys back, so we've always been pretty consistent at those sort of tournaments. But look, obviously with a couple of new faces, Drake's just flying in as well. We'll see where we're at with that. But yeah, we obviously want to establish a good culture on and off the court, and pre-season's a good test.
You say a couple of new faces. How's the team going with a new kind of dynamic?
Yeah, well, I mean, Ernest is obviously a pretty big boy, so he's obviously our lunch budget's obviously increased quite a bit. But otherwise, we've got a few good guys. They're all pretty friendly, and the guys are pretty accepting of bringing everyone in. So, look, everyone's sort of still trying to figure out each other in terms of on-the-court stuff, and that's what pre-season's perfect for.
Has it been pretty smooth despite Trev being away for that period?
Yeah, Paul was absolutely fantastic. He obviously, he's not going to be around in a couple of weeks, but in terms of him facilitating and overseeing practices, he was absolutely perfect. And with the younger coaches, they had a tremendous role, and it was a very smooth transition.
So it's still been as smooth as previous years?
Yeah, definitely, and it was actually pretty good in terms of the leadership group had a little bit of a challenge to step up a little bit and be a bit more vocal and sort of rev up the guys a bit, where that's usually Trev's job. But yeah, no, it was everything was smooth sailing.
Leandro's had some surgery on his elbow. How's he feeling?
Yeah, look, he says it's all right, and it's actually, he's back out on court and shooting and stuff like that, and it hasn't stopped him dunking as hard as he can. So, look, he'll be, we're very excited to have him back on court. Obviously a slight delay, but no, we're definitely pumped to have him back out there.
Any idea when he'll be none of pre-season at all? Or?
Look, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, that's the medical staff. So, but he's already out there as well, so I can imagine he'll be back pretty soon.
Who's impressed you the most, mate, over pre-season? Who's been training against him?
Me, Robbo, but Matty Knight's been tremendous. He's been playing with a lot of confidence. Sean, the most consistent would have been Jesse Wagstaff. He's been from day dot. He's just every single day he's brought the same sort of mentality and has excelled every single day. So Jesse would be definitely my guy.
How are you feeling physically?
Yeah, good. Obviously being away for 6 weeks, that first couple of weeks was pretty tough from after eating pasta in Europe every single day. But look, my body's feeling fantastic. On the court, I feel really good. So I had a lot of things I had to work on once I came back, and it's all been put in place.
Is there any of the younger players that have sort of shot up this year? Is there anyone that sort of stood out for you?
Yeah, in terms of development players, you mean? Yeah, look, Damien Scott most probably has flown under the radar a little bit. He's got a pretty good knack of scoring, and he's done really well, and he's put on a little bit of size, even though he's still pretty skinny. But he's actually really impressive in his way of scoring. He's actually beaten Damo a couple of times too, so that's pretty good.
Is that an important part of the pre-season competition? Will they get a good run, some of those players?
Yeah, I think Anthony Fisher, who's from Ballarat, he's coming across with us. But those guys are very integral in trying to make sure that they push the contracted players every single day. You obviously don't want a backward step if you sub out, so those young guys are huge in our success as well.